Rhubarb can look like celery, but it tastes like a pure sour regret. And somehow people can turn it into the most delicious desserts. Honestly, this has got to be one of the most strangest things to grow on your allotment. It's poisonous, it can glow in the dark, and at one point it was more valuable than gold. And today I'm going to tell you some of the weirdest, strangest facts about rhubarb and how we can use it. If you've ever grown rhubarb on your plot, you'll know that it just sort of exists. You forget about it, you leave it for months, and then all of a sudden it's taken over half of your plot. And every year I ask the same question: what actually is rhubarb? Well, rhubarb is actually a vegetable, it's not a fruit. Even though we do treat it like a fruit because we usually put it in sweet things like pies and jams. This actually caused a huge legal argument in the US. In 1947, a court declared a rhubarb officially a fruit, purely so it can be taxed differently. So yeah, rhubarb is legally confused. The stalks, well, they're edible, but the leaves, completely toxic. They contain certain acids which, if eaten in large amounts, can become really, really dangerous. During World War I, people was actually told not to eat rhubarb due to the amount of poisonous cases that was being listed. So rule number 1, stalks only. In places like the Yorkshire Rhubarb Triangle, they grow in complete darkness. No sunlight, no photosynthesis, and they harvest by candlelight. And that's because it's the light that actually makes it bitter. Before rhubarb was ever considered as a food, it was actually used as medicine. This medicine was used in ancient China around 2,000 years ago, and it was really not cheap. And at one point, the rhubarb root was more valuable than gold. Traded along the Silk Road, and it was used as a luxury cure for digestive issues. And nowadays we just stick to crumble and forget about it. Or rhubarb cake, have you ever tried that one? Another fact that most of us know is rhubarb is a perennial, so it comes back year after year and it gets bigger year after year, and before you know it, we're giving it to neighbours that we don't even know. Another fact is rhubarb needs cold winter to survive, which is why it does particularly well in the UK. The weather that we all hate is the weather that rhubarb loves. Rhubarb stems are also not all pink, so if yours looks particularly dull or green, it's not broken. Every variety is different. In peak season, rhubarb can grow incredibly fast. You can almost watch it change day to day, and once it starts, it does not stop. This fact almost seems made up, but you can actually hear rhubarb growing. Just little creaks or cracks as it grows, which it actually sounds quite terrifying to me. And that is why I think rhubarb belongs on every single allotment plot. You plant it once and you barely look after it, and every single year it gives you something back, even if you're not completely sure what it is. So if you do grow rhubarb, chances are you're picking a hell of a lot of it right now and you're not quite sure what to do with it. So I'm going to pop some images of recipes that I have tried for rhubarb to use it in all different ways, in the fanciest ways imaginable. If you have any recipes that you like to make with your rhubarb, please pop it in the comments below. Or have you ever tried savoury rhubarb recipes just like these two that are coming up? Let me know what is your favourite in the comments. And if you like watching videos on growing your own food and allotments, we started our journey on here on YouTube right from the beginning. So if you'd like to go and take a look at our other videos, I'll link it at the end of this one.